Hello, my name is Carx82 and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 2. I am just setting up some recipes because last episode we finished up getting our Imperial and Industrious, Royal Jelly, our pollen, and we crafted up a Industrial Apiary. Now I've gone ahead and thrown this down, and I have it connected just to the UV or the ZPM line. And as I'm looking at this, I've gone ahead and thrown the Imperial and the thing in here. This appears to be with no upgrades or anything. It's running at 37 EU per tick, so we are good for now. Now, I don't know how fast this is going to ramp up when we start throwing upgrades in here, which is what I am working on right now. But we can see that this Imperial, Princess, and Drone are 1,237 seconds, which, to be honest, I really like that you can actually see, because in these regular apiaries, obviously there is no, like, that doesn't have a number. I'm sure it has a number, but you can't see it. So I really like having, like, 1,237 seconds. Now, this isn't pumping out the things as this is going along. Also, it consumes it like most GregTech machines do. So you can't just, like, pull a queen out. It looks like you can disable the machine. Or if you click this, I'm actually not sure what this does. Does this pop the queen out? I don't know. I don't want to lose the Imperial. I don't want to lose an Imperial Queen. So I'm going to let that continue running. We're going to have that turned off so we can see. I'm assuming once this finishes, it's going to pop out a whole bunch of stuff, as opposed to producing it as it is running. Now, at this point, we are running into a bit of an issue that it is not quite as good as the apiary. Solely because we can't world accelerate this. It just doesn't work with the GregTech machines. We can see it's not going up. I'm pretty sure if I do that, it's not going to do anything. So, for that reason, until I get upgrades in here, this is actually easier to breed things with, because I can just throw it down and get some, like, crazy speeds with the killing the things. But I don't know, we'll see. I need that to see this guy. We'll throw it there for now, and we will see. I may use it, but all right. So I am, like I said, crafting up upgrades because I want to throw all these upgrades in. I guess frame would be frame, not frame. Yeah, upgrade frame. Upgrade. Okay, upgrade's the easiest way to do it. You just go on the second page and you can see all the different upgrades. Now we can see acceleration upgrades, so we're going to want those, but all these all require these upgrade frames. So that is what I'm doing. This integrated CPU, plastic circuit board, diamantine electric tube, and glowstone in A2. Well, that should be easy. Usual. In theory, this should be easy. Also, I should be curious about something. Yeah, there is actually a PCB factory that skips a couple of the steps, and I think we want to actually do this. Like, this does 16 at once. Okay, I have no idea what that is. Oh, a nanoforge, because that's something. Alright, so that one we're not going to be doing, but I mean, just a very basic one is just the sheets, some copper, and then the stuff, and you get 8 plastic boards from it. And, I mean, look at this stuff. Like, the better stuff you have, you just get, like, so much more. Look at that. 128, but I mean, that needs that. And Radox Polymer. So, I want to look into this PCB factory, for sure. I mean, hello, that looks cool. Okay, anyway, back to what we were doing. We got an integrated circuit. Cool. That is what I wanted to make sure that worked. Now, we got lots of things here, but the first we need to do is that. The plastic circuit boards, did I upgrade this one? Yeah, PBI. I think that's the best version of that. Outside of the factory thing. Alright, so I don't know, do like 4? Alright, cool. So that is that. Now, let me look at some of these recipes. I'm sure there's things that are locked behind stuff. Palladium, osmium. I mean, we have that. Royal jelly and sugar. Easy. Actually, let's just do a recipe for that. I mean, obviously, it's locked behind quite a... About IV, I guess it's locked behind, wouldn't it? Palladium gear. Osmium. Figure we're gonna need an osmium gear. I wish there was a way to... Man, I haven't used that. I'm just thinking, I'm like, because so many times I go over to the... So many times I go over here, and I can never remember which one the stuff is in, but I'm like, wow, I could have just had it doing that for me. Oh, that makes that so much easier. Also, does it ever stop? There's so many quality of life stuff that has been... Alright, you can turn off. Turn off. Turn off. We'll leave it and we'll see what happens. Did I put both? Yeah, alright. So, production. I'm assuming 8 is probably the max. Why don't we do that? Oh, sugar. I not have... I've never really set up a... I have stickweed. I don't have sugarcane. We're definitely going to have to do that. I don't know if I want to do like sugar beets or what. I think sugar beets is probably the easiest. Yeah, you get 8 from 1. Do I have an extractor somewhere and I don't remember where. Alright, let me get this stuff crafted up and then we'll check it out. Okay, I ended up just throwing one of the sugar beet seeds in the thing, and now we have already 1,000 sugar beets. I think I'm actually just going to just delete these. I don't need these anymore. I have a tendency to, when I see stuff I'm never going to use, I just get rid of it. That's how I keep my floors pretty clean. Alright, but I have gone ahead and crafted up a couple of the upgrades. Now, a lot of these are actually locked behind later combs that I'm going to have to kind of like beeline for. No pun intended. So, for example, if we want to emulate a plane, we need a climate control module, and we actually need uranium and iridium combs for that. And I believe there's quite a few things locked behind these combs, if I could even... I don't even see it. Comb. There it is. Yeah. So a lot of the Gendustry Mutatron stuff is actually locked behind these combs. So you have to get them first before you can progress into like the really cool stuff. Alright, so it's finished. 1200 seconds got us 23 and 19. Well, that's not all that great. So we'll put 8 of those. It's the maximum of 8. And that put the thing up to 546. But I do want a acceleration upgrade. And I think you just need the 1. Yeah, maximum installed 1. I don't know if they are... Okay, so energy consumption really, really ramps up the power. So probably would want to go with maybe the... I don't know. Maybe this one. Because this does give us... You do get 6 from each of them. But this does not require the... This doesn't require the assembly line. So I'm thinking this one is a good one to at least get started with. This will take a second. Of course, I've never crafted... I thought I did that one. The 32. I must have hit the... Must have hit the wrong one. Alright, and then that, we'll do that. I'm just thinking we're going to do that one because the... Because these things are like percent chance, so if I do like a +1 amp of LUV and then it's got like +1000%, like that's gonna get crazy. So I wanted to do a lower one before I kind of see. And it looks like 8 obviously is the ultimate time anomaly. I mean, this is pretty expensive at this point. But it has this one, but you can also do this one, which is basically that, but you add all the 8 upgrades in there, so it's in one thing. You don't have to have 2 slots, because there is only 4 slots for this thing. So if I do that, I could have it there, sped up, and the production upgrade, and that gives me 3 left. So I think we will... Wow, that went quick. That went way quicker than I realized. So basically, remember how I was saying like this doesn't work with the thing anymore? It does work with those. They're basically built in. So it would be right there. I do have the accelerator, but it is really convenient having this in world. I don't know. We'll see. So I guess we'll do that. So that puts it up by 1,000. Let's see. So yeah. Having that and then the upgrades of 40%, we're already up to almost an LUV amp. So, but let's check that out. Alright, so now we're down to 38 seconds. It takes 38 seconds to do this. Plus we have times 8. Or increase the production modifier by 0.25. I don't know. 25%? But we will see when that is done. Now, instead of doing this craziness that we are doing, we can actually throw this automation upgrade in it, which will put up the power as well. But that will put the queen back in by itself. Alright, so we got 28, 24, in 38 seconds. Quite a bit better than it was before. So we're going to do that and that. I'm thinking we could probably do a higher upgrade if we wanted. We could probably easily do that. The ZPM one's going to be a bit tough with the the way I've done the power. it's going to be very difficult to get UV power all the way over here, so I don't want to go crazy with that. But, alright, so there is that. Now, question is, do we want to use this for breeding? And I'm not sure if I... well, maybe. The nice thing about this, unfortunately we can't do this right now, is that once we can put the things in there, like we can, if we have some crazy, like, one that needs the Nether, we can just do it in here with the Hella emulation upgrade. We don't actually have to go to the Nether, but I think that we'll just let that work. Now, we can do this as well. I just don't... I'm assuming it's not going to... well, I have nowhere to for the princess to go, so I can't pull out the princess anyway. I don't know if it takes if that would take priority over the con. I'm assuming it would put it back in before it gets a chance to extract. But alright, so there we go. I mean, that is pulling 27,000 EU per tick, but yeah. Okay, I ended up actually is just like, why am I doing like less than I can actually do? If I really wanted to, I can also even just hook it up closer to the thing if I wanted to get better power. Also, I can do open sky upgrade pretty easy if I want to like put it inside there or something like that. So I'm just like, okay, let's just do this with the accelerated. I ended up using the one that I had right there. So we can look at that. No, it's down to 9 seconds, but it does require 207,000 EU per tick, so about 1.5 amps. But I figured let's do that, and then I can use this for breeding different things, and I don't actually know where I want to go next. I really want to get... there are some, as we can see, some kind of ones that are sticking out that are important, like Empowering is really cool. Indium is really cool, but we can see kind of how it is linked. Yeah, I don't think we want that on. But yeah, there is some definitely I want to get going towards. So uranium is probably one of the more important ones. Although some of these, like Avenging and stuff, some of the things that they have are like really, really bad. Alright, I am crafting up another machine. Relatively easy. I did have to make a couple recipes, but it's not bad at all. Basically, this clay clean, which I just got, requires damp. Normal and damp. So, unfortunately, when I put it in the apiary, and I was basically... what I think I'm going to do is basically get the bee that we need with the mutagenic frame and the world accelerator, and then basically use the apiary to kind of like get it purified. Like clay instead of, what is it, clay diligent? Yeah, so to get a clay, I'll probably use this, but to get the actual things, I will probably use the apiary. Also, keep in mind that some require a block underneath. So this clay, to get the clay one, required the clay block. Did I put that? Oh, I was like, where did I just lost my queen? Yeah, and if you look in the thing, if you see a red %, that means there is something special. So requires clay as a foundation. So if you're ever trying to get something that has a red thing, just keep that in mind. Now, if I put this in here, though, it wasn't working, and unfortunately, there isn't really like any... oh, it does say right there. Okay. Alright, so too dry. I was like, I'm not really seeing any like feedback. You know, if you put it in there, it's like, oh, too dry. It's like right there. It's very obvious there's something wrong. But this, you got to mouse over this bit. Alright, good to know. But this acclimatizer, I don't remember if this needs power. I think it does. I really don't like this stuff right here, but it was just kind of... I had room for it, and I just threw it down. Yeah, it does require power. I'm assuming we can just attach it directly to GregTech. To be honest, I don't remember. Alright, the cables actually do connect, so... So this wire cutter is almost done. I do have a electric one, but I'm just waiting for this one to die. I've had it for so long now. Alright. Is it getting power? Yeah, it got power. Alright. Now, this acclimatizer, you can put the thing in here, or wherever, I don't remember, and then you add items to boost up the... Like, it needs damp, but I'm pretty sure you can throw, like, sand in there. You don't want to put too much in. Is it there? There it goes. And it will... Each thing... it will slowly... if you noticed it, it said damp 1, or down 1. What that did was, as it used to be 0, it needed damp, but now it can take damp and one drier than damp. So by adding, it was only like 5 sand. Sometimes it goes through like a whole stack, but now it can handle both, and I think that'll be fine in there. Yeah, so now it works in there, and you can do that with a bunch of stuff now. I don't remember the items. I think like water cells is one to make it damper. I think. Don't quote me on that. Like cells of lava makes it hotter. But yeah, until we get until we get a until we can get like the climate control things. If it requires like a certain biome, you still have to do that until you can actually physically change that. Alright, so there is clay. Hopefully after this, we will have a full clay. And then what I do, once we have clay, we still got diligent in there. Keep mixing it with pure if we can. Alright, unfortunately, all three. I'm just kind of looking at, like, that one has fast. Alright, so it's still... by breeding these clay drones, it lost the dry. So I will put that back in there, and then wait till... No! Oh, there it goes. Alright. Sometimes it takes a while. Unfortunately, there isn't much feedback that it is working either. So hopefully... that won't happen again. But I'll keep doing it, and then eventually we'll get a clay. And then what I do is... Man, still clay diligent. Clay diligent. Ew! I'll throw the automation upgrade in and then let it sort itself out completely. But I don't want to do that until I'm sure Diligent's not going to pop up, because I don't want to put Diligent back in, like a Diligent drone, and mix it with the clay, because then it will screw it up. And we are back, and I've got a little bit of a setup going over here in the Nether. Now, I have been getting a bunch of the bees. It's been going pretty well. I'm kind of getting in the groove, getting quicker at it. Using the frames, the mutagen frames, is actually not too bad. It's basically just getting whichever drone you need and the princess and the right one, but definitely helps with the pristine. So I have a coal and aluminum. We need titanium is like another one, so I have the aluminum right now, but I need redstone drones to make the titanium. So that is the line I am working on. So obviously we have industrious, but we don't have these. And these require the nether. And if you've ever tried to breed these bees in the nether, you know it is a pain. So I'm probably going to have to be jumping back and forth between the overworld. I'm trying to get everything we have here. I believe the modest princess can... Actually, wrong thing. I believe the modest princess can... go in hellish in the nether. This obviously gets dropped from deserts. I think I'm actually gonna throw a second one. I don't know if that like last tick actually does anything. But basically, gonna do that. Ah! I totally forgot to grab flowers. Yeah, it's gonna take me jumping back forward. Pretty sure that is a cactus. So I gotta get a cactus. Also, I don't know if that last tick actually does anything, because usually when it destroys it, but like it doesn't create the things like they usually do. So yeah, gonna have to keep jumping back and forth here. Also, totally forgot that you can change the speed on this thing. So I've actually done 64 because I don't have enough. I don't have 6 amps of ZPM coming through here. I think I only have 4. But, alright, so this is kind of what we're doing. And I'm going to have to jump back and forth with the acclimatizer, which also, by the way, can be sped up with this thing. So that is pretty cool as well. Alright, well, I don't... If these are, like, pure... I haven't had this happen. I'm like, are these actual, like, for real? I think they're actually pure bees. That is crazy. I did... Yeah, it's a sinister. Holy cow. I don't think I've had that happen. I've never had, like... Really? I've never had a... I've had a pure... a princess pop out, but I don't think I've ever had both drones be exactly the same, too. So, alright. So basically, this is what we're gonna do. We just put it in there. Alright, so what does this need? Does this need nether wart? I'm still kind of learning. I do know this causes aggressiveness, flower type. I'm assuming that's nether wart, isn't it? Is there a thing here? Probably closer just to... I don't remember. I'm confusing my nethers with Divine Journey. There might actually be nether wart right over here. Nether wart, where are you? It's probably in here somewhere. Aha, I was right. I mean, not super surprising. I have a bunch of soul sand back at the base. Alright, now I just need to find my way back. That was easy enough. Really? I got... What did I have? I had, like, nausea, I was on fire. All sorts of stuff. Alright. So we'll... Yeah, probably have to put this, like, a bit closer. Yeah, my inventory. There we go. Alright, so yeah, it does run, but this is going to cause aggression, which does damage, but thankfully my regen is pretty decent. But we'll just let that run, and then I need to put this in there because they are actually They're not stacking because that one is identified. I think I actually needed sloth shards. I should have put a instead of this, I should have put a ender chest. I think I might have one. Fortunately, I can't reach in the overworld. But, alright, I guess I'm going to keep doing this. I need Fiendish, which is... Ah, alright. That's a bit of an issue. I did kind of wonder if we were going to get enough power, to be honest. Alright, I'm going to have to upgrade... What I have this set at is a transformer, and obviously it's not going to give it enough power. Yeah. I'm going to have to probably either fly around looking for a hive in the ceiling, or just buy some with coins. So... Nope. Nope. There we go. So I'll probably just buy nether hives with some coins instead of like running around trying to find this. Yeah, so that's kind of where I am at. I'm going to keep doing bees, and I don't think we will do yet another episode of bees, but I'll kind of just be like, oh, I did this, and this is where we're at. But I am definitely beelining it straight for these things. So we can unlock Gendistry. But yeah, anyway, that's going to be it for today. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.